Welcome aboard, my fellow travellers. So, today we're pulling back the curtain on the cruise industry and we're exposing the biggest onboard rip-offs that cruise experts say you should avoid at all costs. Now, these are the hidden expenses designed to drain your wallet while you're supposed to be relaxing at sea. So, if you've ever felt nickel and dimed on a ship, well, this video will confirm some of your suspicions. And if you're planning your very first cruise, what I'm about to share could save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. So don't click away, because one of the worst offenders is something so common that most passengers don't even think twice before handing over their credit card. So let's take a deep dive, okay? So, first of all, understand that cruise lines are experts at one thing: creating the illusion of luxury and freedom while carefully engineering opportunities to squeeze every single dollar out of your pocket. Now, they'll give you the buffet, the pool, and the nightly shows for free, but behind the scenes, they rely heavily on add ons, upsells, and overpriced extras. In fact, according to industry reports, the majority of a cruise line's profits don't come from the ticket price. They come from what you spend on board. So let's begin with the very first ripoff that you come to: the ship's photographers. Excuse me. Now, once upon a time, cruise photos felt like a fun souvenir. But in 2025, almost everyone carries a high quality camera right there in their pocket. Yet, cruise lines still charge outrageous prices for formal portraits, embarkation photos, and staged backdrops. We're talking $20, $30, and even $40 for a single print, and packages can easily run into the hundreds. Now, veteran cruisers say skip that unless you're celebrating a wedding, a milestone anniversary, or something truly special. Otherwise, just use your own phone or ask another passenger to snap a photo. Next up, the notorious art auctions. Now, cruise ships hype them up as a glamorous cultural event. There's free champagne, a smooth talking auctioneer, and exclusive art pieces supposedly available only at sea. But most of these so called originals are actually mass produced prints with a few brushstrokes added here or there to make them look more authentic. Excuse me, they're often sold for double or triple what you could actually pay for them on land. And some even come with inflated appraisals that basically aren't worth the paper that they're even printed on. Experts are unanimous about this. Treat it like entertainment if you're curious, but never ever open your wallet. Another big rip-off: spa and salon services. I know some of you are going to hate this, and I get it, I really do. Nothing sounds better than a massage while you're sailing the Caribbean. But here's the truth: those massages can run $150, $200, or even $300 for a single hour. Haircuts, facials, manicures, it's all marked up 2 or 3 times higher than you'd ever pay back home. And the kicker? They'll pitch you overpriced oils and creams afterwards. That adds another $100 or even more to your bill. So, unless you've got onboard credit that you don't know what to do with, most experts recommend saving the spa for the land. Now, let's talk for a minute about the casino. Dark, windowless, and designed, as always, to keep you playing. Now, cruise ship casinos pull in millions of dollars every year, and not because passengers are walking away richer. In fact, your odds on a ship are often worse than they are at a casino on land. Some even tighten the slot machines more aggressively because basically passengers have got no alternatives. Now, that doesn't stop people from dropping thousands of dollars in just a few nights. Frequent cruisers know, however, that the house always wins. And of course, the crew lines count on it. So if you want entertainment, that's fine. But if you think of it as an investment strategy, well, you'll quickly find yourself upside down, sadly. Now, next up is a very controversial one: bingo. Bingo? Well, it feels harmless, But essentially, it's exactly the same idea as the casino. You pay $30, $40, sometimes $60 for a card, just for a chance to win a prize that the cruise line has already factored into its profit margins. Now, for some, I agree it's fun, but many regulars choose to skip it altogether, and their reasoning is simple. You can get the same thrill playing trivia or enjoying the shows, activities that are already included in your fare that you've already paid for. Next up, now, this is one of the sneakiest rip-offs. Shore excursions booked directly through the cruise line. Now, cruise operated tours are safe and convenient, but remember, you pay a large premium for that safety net. They'll herd you onto buses, shuttle you to tourist traps, and charge you double or even triple whatever you'd pay if you book with a reputable local operator. Now, in many ports, you can arrange a private driver, a group tour, or even design your own itinerary for less money and far more freedom. For example, in Cozumel, a cruise line snorkeling trip might cost $120 a person, while a local operator offers the exactly same trip just for $55. So just make sure, though, that you're back on time, because if you're late, the ship won't wait unless you book through them. So remember that one. Next up, let's hit the subject of Wi-Fi. Now, this one, in all fairness, does divide cruisers. Some people love the chance to unplug, but if you need to stay connected, brace yourself. Cruise Wi-Fi packages can run $20 to $30 a day per device, and the connection is often painfully slow. Some lines even throttle streaming unless you pay for the premium package. Now, savvy travelers suggest alternatives, such as using your phone plan in port, waiting for cafe Wi-Fi on shore, or simply embracing the digital detox. So unless you absolutely must check in for work, well, most experts agree it's rarely worth the price. Onboard jewelry stores, yet another classic trap. They'll lure you in with raffles and duty-free promises, but the reality is simple. Most of the jewelry is heavily marked up, and in some cases, you'll find the exact same chains on land for a fraction of the cost. So unless it's a sentimental piece or a cruise branded charm that you can't get anywhere else, do me a favor and leave the jewelry behind. And also, while we're at it, let's not forget the bottled water scam. Now, this one's a biggie. Cruise lines love to scare you into thinking that tap water isn't safe. The truth? Well, trust me, ship water is very heavily filtered and tested perfectly safe to drink. So whatever you do, bring a reusable bottle and fill it up at the buffet or the beverage stations. You see, buying bottled water packages can easily add hundreds to your bill for something that you can already get for free. Now, another hot button issue, specialty dining. Now, do the steakhouse and sushi restaurants on board have great food? Absolutely. But are they necessary? No, not at all. See, your cruise fare already covers buffets, main dining rooms, and casual options that are more than enough for most passengers. Cruise lines push specialty dining because it's pure profit. So if you're on a budget, stick with the included meals and save the splurge for something that you can't get at home. And finally, last up, the infamous drink packages. Now, on the surface, they do look like a deal. Pay one flat rate and you can drink as much as you want. But do the math. Most packages require you to down 6 to 8 alcoholic drinks a day just to break even. So if you're a light or a moderate drinker, well, you're better off paying per drink. So look for daily specials, the happy hours, or simply enjoy the free non-alcoholic options included in your fare. Otherwise, well, you're just pouring money straight into the sea. So, what can you do? Well, excuse me, the smartest cruisers set a budget, stick with the included amenities, and carefully choose where exactly to splurge. They also research ports in advance, they bring their own reusable bottles, and they resist all impulse purchases. Remember, Cruises are designed to make spending feel easy, but the real luxury isn't in an overpriced spa treatment or bingo cards. It's coming home relaxed without a credit bill that makes your stomach sink. So do me a favor, guys, if you found this breakdown helpful, just before we wrap up, hit that like button and subscribe so that you never miss another money-saving travel guide. And I promise you this channel will keep you one step ahead of rip-offs, whether you're cruising, flying, or planning your next vacation. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.